Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be making a free-to-play guide for Linnea. This is my first guide video, so let me know if there's anything I can improve on, and with that, let's get into the video. Linnea is a 5-star Geo character that uses a bow for her weapon. She also has her companion that she can summon to help out on the field. She's mainly used as an off-field support character, but she can also be used as a sub-DPS, since she can do a lot of damage on her own with Lumi. She is best used with teams that can do lunar crystallized reactions, such as teams of Columbina, Zabai, and Aluga. The best free-to-play weapon for Linnea is a slingshot, which provides a crit damage percentage and increases damage by 36% after firing a normal or charged attack within 0.3 seconds of being on the field. The only way to get this is pulling on a banner, but you can get it on any banner, even the permanent one. Some other options can be the Raven Bow, which provides elemental mastery and increases damage dealt against enemies affected by Hydro or Pyro. This can also be used if you have a Hydro character on the team, which you should if you're using lunar crystallized reactions. And you can get this weapon on any banner. Another weapon you can use is the Stringless. This weapon provides elemental mastery and increases elemental skill and burst damage by 24%. And this weapon can be found on any banner. There are a few others you can use, such as the Hamayumi, the Favonius Warbow, the Compound Bow, and the Black Cliff Warbow. If you don't have any of these weapons, then make sure that the base stat on the weapon is crit rate or crit damage. When exploring the world for Linnea, if you aim and charge your bow at mining rocks, Lumi will come out and break the rocks and collect all the materials for you, which is very helpful and now makes mining so much easier and fun now. You can also catch animals this way as well. The best artifact set for Linnea is the Orbade or Morningstar Moon, which gives her lunar reaction damage. The second best is the Husk of Opulent Dreams, which provides extra defense and geo damage. And the third option is the Silken Moon Serenade, which boosts lunar damage as long as no one else is using it on the team. If you're using the Orbade or Morningstar Moon, you want the Sands and Goblet to be defense percentage, and the circle it needs to be crit rate or damage. And as for the substats, you want defense percentage, crit damage, crit rate, and energy recharge. For the other artifacts, you want to make sure you have defense as the most important stat, as well as crit rate and crit damage. Linnea's buffing relies on defense the most, so that's why defense stats are very important. Linnea allows her team to trigger lunar crystallized damage as long as you have at least one Hydro character. She also buffs lunar reaction damage and provides geo resistance. Her most important talent to upgrade first is her elemental skill. Her elemental skill summons Lumi, who attacks enemies on the field with geo damage, and if a Hydro character attacks, then Lumi can also deal lunar crystallized damage as well. If you use Linnea's elemental skill to summon Lumi and you tap her skill repeatedly, he will grow bigger and will let out one big geo attack. Tapping the skill once is better when you need to do more than one rotation, otherwise tapping multiple times allows Lumi to do a massive amount of damage at once. He does stay on the field a little longer after the big attack, but not as long. Her next important skill is her Elemental Burst. This skill summons Lumi and heals the team continuously until it ends. For her normal attack, I would only recommend leveling this up if you are planning on using a charged shot on the field, otherwise I wouldn't worry too much about leveling this up. If you are planning on getting multiple copies of Linnea, I would recommend only going to C1, because this one increases the damage of Linnea and her teammates. But Linnea is fine at C0, especially if you are a free-to-play player. When using Linnea, having a Moon Sign character and a Hydro character can give her lunar crystallized damage, and gives her access to Ascendant Gleam, which reduces enemies' geo resistance. Her most recommended team is Zabai, Columbina, Aluga, and Goro, but you can swap out Columbina with Aino or Farina, and Zabai with Navia or Ito. Having a Hydro character and a DPS Geo character is the most important team for Linnea. If you are a free-to-play player, here are some team options for Linnea. Linnea, Noel, Aino, Aluga, Linnea, Ningguang, Ching Chu, and Aluga, Linnea, Noel, Ningguang, and Aino, Linnea, Noel, Ningguang, and Ching Chu, and Linnea, Columbina, Aluga, and Goro. So my final thoughts for Linnea are, if you really want her, you should pull for her. I've really enjoyed running around and playing as her, and she does a lot more damage than I was expecting. When you use Lumi with tapping his skill, he can one-shot a lot of enemies, so I would really recommend pulling for her if you have enough Primogems. So that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!